Hi everyone, this is Cyril again, and today we're making a new video. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to our new colleague here, Jonas, who will be also doing a few videos with me or alone. So,
yeah, I'm Jonas.
He's Jonas, he's our new colleague. As you might know, we've been doing a couple videos about the Aero 14 before, and actually we have a new series now called the Aero 15. So as you can see on the table here, we have 3 models, so the 3 colors that you usually have for Aero 14. That said, I take this away because this is the actual Aero 14, and as you can see on the size, that's pretty much the same. And yeah, let's see what's that about.
Yeah, it's not such a big difference size-wise, but feature-wise, we have the same CPUs, the 7700 HQ,
yep.
A GTX 1060 from NVIDIA. And another feature we've managed to cram in the 15-inch one is an additional PCI Express SSD slot. So we're gonna have a look into exactly what makes the Aero 15 just a little bit more special than the Aero 14.
So as you can see on the table here, we got the Aero 14 here and Aero 15. So you can see one major difference immediately on the first look, that is the monitor. So
yes. The Aero 15 has a way thinner screen bezel. You can see it's very thin. It's 5 and a little bit...
5.1 millimeter. Yeah.
5.1 millimeters on each side, which means it's a very thin one. We've shoehorned a big screen into a small laptop in essence. Also, slight differences are in size. The Aero 15 is slightly wider to make room for that M2 slot inside, as we mentioned in the intro. And it also comes with a full-size keyboard with a numpad, which the Aero 14 doesn't.
Yeah, and that's very important. I mean, if you're working a lot with Excel or you're making a lot of calculation, that's easier. I mean, it's just better for work. That's something we didn't have. And also we removed the macro keys, so you don't have that on the Aero 15 anymore. That said, we didn't remove the function because actually this one, as you can see, comes with our new Fusion keyboard that is fully backlit RGB lighted, and any key can be a macro, so you don't need to have a set of macro keys. You can use any key as a macro for whatever usage you have. Should it be turn the fan lower or turn off your PC or open a program, so that's very up to you. You can customize any key how you want.
Yeah, still slim and thin and light. That's the essence of the Aero series.
Now that we've seen the actual outward look of the Aero 15, maybe should take an interest about what's inside. One thing you should remember if you have seen the videos or you've seen the Aero 14 before, actually the concept of the Aero series is to pack a lot of power in a very, very slim and light chassis, and I think we kind of did the same with this one, right?
Yeah, high performance is the name of the game. The Aero 15 comes with an Intel 7th Gen Core i7 7700 HQ CPU, 4 cores, 8 threads, massive performance. It's pretty much the same as the desktop CPUs nowadays. That's obviously paired to 4 DDR4, I was going to say. Up to 32 gigs in this one, 24 megahertz memory, meaning there's plenty of bandwidth to go around for the CPU to work with. And on top of that, we're backing that up with some serious graphics power, which is the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060, meaning there is gaming performance, but we've put it here for multimedia reasons.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah. The Aero 15 is actually not designed as a pure gaming model, so it's more designed as a professional or multimedia platform. So you have the capability to play games, but that's not the main purpose. The main purpose is to allow designers or video editors to work properly with a machine that packs enough power to do whatever they want, and enough mobility to carry it like on a train or when you're doing like on the set, and you can edit your stuff quickly. So that's the principle. But you've talked about performance, but you forgot one thing. We have a few stuff that makes it quite different. First of all, if you remember the Aero 14, we used to have a very high capacity battery inside that allowed you to have like 10 hours, if I remember, of battery life. Well, this one has the same. So in terms of performance, in terms of mobility, that gives you a lot of possibility.
It is exactly the same battery, 94 watt-hour battery, which is about twice the size of a normal battery in this size computer. And performance, speaking of the performance, one thing you didn't actually mention right now, which I was hoping you'd mention, is the extra SSD slot. There's an extra M2 PCI Express SSD slot, meaning you have two SSDs in this one. No hard drives, two SSDs, and this gives you transfer speeds of over 2 gigabyte per second. Gigabyte, not gigabit, which means your operating system loads instantaneously. All your projects in Photoshop, Premiere, or whatever you choose to work with, everything just is instantaneous, and it gives you that freedom to work on the go, especially.
So let's take a look also at the I/O on this laptop. So apart from the DCN and Kensington rod that you have on every laptop, pretty much, there's two USB 3.0 ports on the right side, and something very important that you guys asked for a long time is the Thunderbolt port. I know that you guys asked about it for a long time. We took a very long time to put it on our laptop. The reason behind it is because at that time there wasn't a lot of devices to plug it in. There wasn't enough stuff to justify the reason to put a port, but now we did it because now you have like a lot of hard drive that you can put in. You can put external graphic cards, etc. So now it makes sense, especially with the new Kaby Lake CPU, because now you can plug in up to two 4K panels thanks to that Thunderbolt port.
Yeah, and also it's the USB-C Type-C connector, and I think the output amperage is up to 3 amps, so if you want to use that to charge your phones, that's actually an excellent solution just for that.
Yep. Also, we got a SD card, so if you're doing any photo, that's very useful. You just plug it in and yeah.
Editing on the go, as we mentioned before, it's easy to just pop the SD card out of your camera and whatever. And
and there's not actually a lot of laptop equipped with that, so we kind of fight to keep that. So that's why we have it. On the other side, we got, and yeah, maybe you can talk about it.
Well, yeah, we have a LAN port, which wasn't available on the Aero 14. It was on the Aero 14, but it was with an adapter from USB to RJ45. Here we go straight, it's just put your network cable straight in if you're using a wired connection. Another USB 3.0, HDMI 2.0, which means 4K output up to 60 Hertz, as well as a mini DisplayPort 1.3, and
audio jack.
The main prize, the biggest feature of all, the 3.5mm audio jack, which doubles as a microphone input and a headphone output.
So now that we've seen the Aero 15, what can we say about it? It kind of respects the original concept of the Aero series, which is packing a lot of power in a very slim and light chassis. But maybe you can say more about when it will be available and what price, because a lot of people is going to ask about that, and then yeah, we'll have to reply manually. It's better if you say that directly.
Availability, May 1st. Beginning of May, I should say, in the US, first and foremost. Later in May, it will be available worldwide. Pricing from $1,899 US in the US. Pricing will vary. There's going to be a few different configurations. Colors will be these three you can see, even though one is the Aero 14, but we'll keep the same colors for the Aero 15.
So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you have any question about the models or the availability in your country or the SKUs available in your country, you can leave a comment on this video either on Facebook or on YouTube. Remember to subscribe and see you around. Cheers. Bye-bye.